Let's go. Alright, so you're saying about your house.
Yeah, so I live with just two of my flatmates, and then one since they were in year 7, and the other, they met through another mate, who was like a massive slag.
Right.
And she found a lad who was my now flatmate's friend, and they met through there.
Okay.
But yeah, I know one of them for ages, the other one just met. They're both really cool. Really cool. One of them, it's a good situation actually, because they're boyfriend and girlfriend. The boyfriend's really he's really messy.
Yeah.
And the girlfriend is really empathetic, so she cleans up after him, because she feels bad for me. So it's pretty boss, to be honest.
So it's you and one couple?
Yes.
What's it like living with a couple?
It's alright, a bit noisy sometimes.
Yeah, I
you can imagine.
Yeah,
but they're my friends. Before they were like, so it's chill.
Yeah. So I was interested to get you on this podcast to talk about your sort of job and stuff. Because I think when we met, we were in, I was in Antwerp Mansion, and you were on the doors.
I was on the doors.
So that must be quite an interesting job. Like, what's that like?
Oh well, it's not my full-time job. They just call me in sometimes. It is really fun actually. It is really fun because the kind of people that come through there, they're all just like really nice and really chill. They're all just like weird, quirky, artsy people.
Yeah.
To his boss. I don't think there's ever been a kick-off at Antwerp Mansion.
Really?
I can't imagine that.
I can't imagine so.
I was talking about this actually, and they never said anything bad. But it's a really cool place. I love going there. Highly recommend it.
Yeah. How did you get involved with that kind of work?
Well, I'm friends with one of the people. It's run by the nights out there are run by West Art Collective.
Yeah.
And I'm friends with a girl in the collective.
Yeah.
And her sister is co-owner of this collective. So she asked her if she needs anybody to do tickets for me, and I was like, She called me. Yeah. But it's a fun job. It's always sick when you get a text. Saying, can you do a night? I'm like, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, I can. Plus it's a free ticket for me.
Yeah, innit?
Boss. And it's usually drum and bass there, and I'm a slut to drum and bass.
Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? Like, because they were playing some bands when we came.
Oh yeah, I missed all of that.
Which I missed as well. I literally came so late, which is a shame.
Yeah, heavy.
But yeah, then they had like a DJ on for like the whole rest of the night.
DJ Kilimanjaro.
Is that who it was?
I believe is his name.
Yeah, he was pretty.
He's a sound guy.
Cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. Yeah.
So D&B's like your sort of.
Yeah, I listen to it all the time. I love it. I'm having my breakfast and I've just got disgusting tunes.
Yeah.
Eating cereal
Yeah. What sort of stuff would you recommend to me? Because I've always been interested in D&B, but I don't really listen to it very much.
Well, I've got I don't really. There's no one person. Drum bass.
Yeah. Well, this is the interesting thing that I find is don't really have an artist that you listen to in drum and bass.
It's just a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
I've got a playlist if you want it.
Yeah, send me the playlist, mate. Send me the playlist.
God, I love it.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of. It's the same playlist I've had since year 9. So it's got a lot of shit tunes in it.
Yeah.
I need to clean it out, but I don't think I will, just because it's sentimental value at this point.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tall by Rocky G's in there. Which is,
yeah.
It's not a good song, but it's just, I think it's funny now. So
yeah, well that song I like, that's one of the ones I know. That's kind of the level you're dealing with.
That's bassline.
Yeah.
That genre. I'm only into jungle these days.
Yeah, so that's the other weird thing, is you've got all these weird other subgenres.
Yeah.
Yeah, so jungle's the best one. Well, what is jungle exactly?
I just like how it sounds. It's dense.
How it sounds?
Yeah. It's more dense, drum patterns.
Yeah.
And it's hard, really.
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't really know how to define it, but it is somehow different. It's very good though.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got into breakcore as well, which is breakcore. Yeah. It's like double the drums and half the bass.
Right.
Double drum bass. It's just it's sick there.
Yeah. Is that type of
It's nightcore. I get those vibes from it. It's like something who drinks 10 months energy a day would listen to.
Oh yeah.
It's that kind of music, but it's a bit fun. Yeah.
So why do you think it is that D&B doesn't have one a few big artists? Why do you think it's so many small artists?
To be fair, it does have like the big ones like Mackie G.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of music. It's not like other types of music. Like we have Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And she makes, art pieces and albums.
Mm-hmm.
It's drum and bass, so it's like it's party music.
Yeah.
So it's less involved. It's just a good song.
You mean it's less like people don't really sit down and listen to an album or something like that?
Yeah.
No,
it's more just like, it's DJ sets in it. They just take music from every artist they like and just make a sound out of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I think there's a lot of time for that sort of stuff because we kind of had this idea that music should all be about just listen to one thing and digest the whole album.
The album, yeah.
And there's definitely time and place for that, but I think some of the best music is the stuff that's just very, very small, very instantaneous. I mean, everyone thinks, the Beatles, I wish we could have music like that, but it's very cringe to say, but they're kind of the party music of their time.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And I slightly think just stuff that everyone kind of likes is very underlooked, very overlooked nowadays.
Yeah, that's true.
I might just turn that. Yeah, that's nice lighting as well.
Oh, it is as well. Nice.
Yeah. And you grew up in Southport.
It's a really nice town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the golf capital of England.
Really?
I don't play golf.
Oh wow.
But yeah, a lot of rich people go there and die.
Yeah.
Play golf for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
But it's alright.
Not bad.
A bit of a shithole if you go up there because you're young, so you can't play golf.
Yeah.
There's something fun for young people there. So that's why I left. But it's a nice place to go back to. It's nice. It's quite slow.
Yeah. I feel that about my own hometown.
Where's that?
Do you know Colchester, in Essex?
As well.
Just to the south, basically. But yeah, the village I live in is very small.
Village.
Lots of yeah. I don't know, lots of very old people and people kind of go there to die in a sense,
Yeah.
I guess it does get a bit depressing to be honest, but it's nice to come back to beautiful scenery and stuff. But you lived there for quite a lot of your life, haven't you?
I lived there till I was 20.
Okay.
I moved here 5 months ago.
Okay.
Turned 21 after a month of being here.
Yeah. And what did you do? What were you doing before you moved here then in Southport?
I worked at McDonald's. I dropped out of college.
Oh yeah. Why did you drop out of college?
I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I was immature at the time. If I went back now, I'd probably still just not pay attention. But it's a big regret of mine not paying enough attention, even in high school.
Yeah.
My brain just doesn't fit that saying. I couldn't sit down and focus.
Yeah.
I don't think I have ADHD, but I might.
It's a weird one because I think a lot of guys just don't suit being sitting down and listening and behaving.
Yeah, but
and I think I don't know necessarily means you have ADHD. I think that's just that's kind of you're just a guy and you don't have to be you're not meant to be just behaving yourself.
No. I wasn't even misbehaved. I was just a normal person. I just hated it. I just hated sitting down 5 hours a day and focusing. Which is a shame because I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
I've got good prospects in life. I'm going to be fine. It's just school didn't really work for me.
Yeah.
In fact, I've been considering going back to college recently just because I actually want to. I think it'd be really fun. I've changed a lot since high school and I really love learning.
Yeah.
Just not in that setting. It's I read loads of books. I love learning. As I say, not.
What sort of books do you read?
I read at the moment. I'm reading Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. I read a lot of philosophy.
Yeah.
I read a lot of books on property as well. I don't really like fiction as much.
Yeah.
I prefer actual information, which, as I say, is weird because I dropped out of college and I fucked up high school. But yeah.
So when did you drop out?
Oh, I just didn't go to any of my classes, so they would have kicked me out anyway.
Okay, well, was that GCSE, A level?
No, that was at A level.
A level, okay.
Yeah. It's quite funny actually. I got a 2 in English at GCSE, and then because I just slept through the exam.
Really?
Yeah, I literally didn't care. I was like, fuck this, can't be honest. I was very immature.
Yeah.
But then I went back at college, I resat to my GCSE, and I got a 9.
Really?
Wow. It just goes to show, it's ridiculous.
That's nuts, yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous, stupid. Had I actually focused for my GCSEs, I would have been doing great.
Yeah.
But I didn't, and I got a look at that. I don't regret it, because I know why I did it at that age. I know I would have done it again when I lived life. So I don't blame myself. It's not a regret, it's just annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's. Do you think it's a good idea to keep regrets at all, generally?
I mean, I think they can be healthy.
Yeah.
But I definitely do have regrets. But in this case, I told myself I had a reason for it.
Yeah.
And I still believe that. But no, regrets. I actually just watched a video before I came here.
Oh yeah.
70 people from the age of 5 to 75 saying no regrets.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of them were like, I don't believe in regrets. But I think I do.
Yeah, I'm very.
Learn.
It's a very weird one because I think you need to regret slightly. But at the same time, you need to realise that it's out of your control.
What's done is done.
Which is like a
you
weird.
Can't dwell on it,
you can't dwell on it definitely. But that's not the same as not feeling the regret. Maybe.
You need to learn from it.
Yeah, but I mean, things seem to have worked out quite well for you. I mean, was there ever a time you were scared about when you dropped out?
No, I'm quite a relaxed guy.
Yeah.
I just go with the flow. So even though I didn't have the job prospects I have now,
yeah.
I mean, I'd still be confident in myself because I do have the option to just go back into school.
Yeah.
When I'm ready, and I'm sure I'll be fine. So no, I'm gonna be too scared about fucking my life entirely.
Yeah. I think it's quite hard to go past the point of no return. I think usually
there's always a way back.
There's always a way back.
Yeah.
You almost can't think that because we can take inputs out of you, but equally it is. I think it's true if you've gone on the wrong path.
It's a good motivator to be fair.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So, are there any weird stories of like working in Antwerp, like weird people across you?
I haven't done enough nights at Antwerp to have any weird stories from there. But I feel like if you just go to Antwerp...
Do you feel there are some weird people there?
I mean, they're weird in their own right, but they're not weird, they're not going to do anything to you. They're not weird.
No, I guess eccentric is the
eccentric,
right word.
exactly, yeah, that'd be right. Definitely there's very, very eccentric people there, but they're all perfectly nice.
Yeah.
No weirdos.
It's an interesting balance of students and non-students as well, because I feel like a lot of the time you go somewhere and it's just all students or it's completely different crowds.
Yeah.
Antwerp's one of the weird places where it's a mix. And the other weird thing is it's in the Corridor.
You can't. It's literally it's like a secret, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I first went, I was
so
like,
secret.
It's just like down a little alleyway.
Yeah.
There's a door, and you go in, and you hear music, and you're like, oh, what's that? And then you're at Antwerp Mansion.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
I know. Does feel very secret. And then the fact that you just bring your own drink as well,
Well, they don't have a license to sell drinks, that's why.
Yeah. So what's that about?
I don't know the entire law of Antwerp.
Yeah.
But they had one. They got revoked for some reason.
Right.
Because it used to be like a proper nightclub, I think.
Okay.
Like 5 years ago, and then it got shut down for some reason.
Right.
License revoked. And now they've opened it back up, but it's the West Art Collective.
Yeah.
They just host nights, and I don't they allow.
Yeah.
So it's like a way of just getting around that really. But it's good that way because people, they know their own limits.
Yeah.
So instead of just going to the bar and getting absolutely hammered, they bring their own drinks and they're like, okay.
Yeah. It's better for everyone, I think, that way.
Yeah. I think most people go there, they don't even drink, they just get absolutely off their tits anyway.
Yeah.
It is the place to do it if you're going to do that sort of thing.
To be fair, no one's gonna like check you or anything.
They don't give a fuck.
Have you been to any other like places in Manchester?
I haven't really been there long enough.
I guess you've only been 5 months.
I've been to a few gigs. So they've been
Oh yeah.
they've been really good. We definitely saw Slaughter Beach Dog. Maybe know them.
Who?
Slaughter Beach Dog.
I don't know.
They're really cool. I saw Milky Chance. You probably heard of them.
I don't think so.
Quite, you'd know them when you heard them.
Yeah.
They were just at Academy down there.
Oh really?
And I was supposed to see my favourite band, Rainbow Kitten Surprise, in October, but they had to cancel. Well, they didn't cancel, they moved it to March.
Yeah.
That's going to be so good. Can't wait to see them. Definitely so.
What venues have you been to?
Just those really. I don't actually go to that many gigs. Literally just looking at those ones.
Yeah.
I don't go out that much really these days.
Yeah.
I had a phase where I was like...
Actually, use that.
Yeah. Yeah, I try not to go out that much.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a phase when I was 17, 18, 19, where I'd be out every weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
But now, as I say, I'm matured quite quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know when that happened. But I try not to drink too much. I try and focus on more important things, which isn't always easy because it is very fun. But
yeah. What do you think is the value of going out and stuff? Because this is something that I think about a lot. Is you know, to a certain extent, it's like you've got to have fun, and people always say, oh, you know, have fun in your 20s and stuff.
yeah, absolutely.
And there does seem to be something about that that's correct. It's like, yeah, you do want to have fun in your 20s. There's some kind of value on that. But at the same time, it is such a drain on everything else, and it can really distract you from like problems that you need to sort out.
Yeah. Well, I think it changes per person. Like, there's people I know who still go out every weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're doing alright. They're clearly happy.
Yeah.
And they're managing uni work and all that on top of it.
Yeah.
So for them, they've clearly found something a good balance. I'm sure their life would be a bit better off if they didn't go out as much.
Yeah.
But they do. It's more of a vice, really, isn't it? It's like, well, it's that hit of dopamine whenever you have a pint. And these days, people just go for happiness, aren't they? Really?
Yeah. What do you think got you on a path of going out less?
Oh, I just got really depressed, basically.
Yeah.
I was doing all the stuff I wanted to do, like getting drunk, just playing video games, doing nothing good, and it just made me sad.
Yeah.
So I was like, for this, I need to change, and I have done. I go out less, I play a lot less games, I go gym every 5-6 days a week.
Yeah.
I read every day. Yeah, it just. I mean, I'm sure there's people I just talked about who still go out all the time. They'll have their turning point where they realise, okay, I'm no longer. This isn't sustainable for me.
Yeah.
I need change. That's what happened for me. Because I realised I can't keep going out as much. It's fun, but I need to do the things I need to do instead of the things I want to do.
What do you think? Do you think there were lessons you still learned from going out that you wouldn't have if you hadn't?
Well, it's
like if you'd just gone straight to going to the gym and reading and all that.
Well, I would have had way less fun.
Yeah.
Throughout my life. That's probably a lot of people in the regrets video I mentioned. They said either I wish I'd focused on school, or I wish I'd had more fun when I was young. You just got to find a balance. I'm glad I did go out all the time.
Yeah.
Because I have so many memories now of just absolute incredible nights.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't have. It's definitely worth doing, 100%.
You think maybe there's some value in just having fun?
Absolutely.
For the sake of it. More than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be right, to be honest. I mean, I'm watching a lot of self-improvement YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And like, a lot of these guys have a sort of party stage, and then they'll kind of they'll be like, oh, actually, no more alcohol at all. Just, you know, really disciplined life.
I haven't got enough discipline to do that personally.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a weird one because, I mean, do you want to? Is that the best idea? Is there some value that alcohol brings that you just it's better to control rather than completely eradicate it?
Yeah. I think, well, obviously, they would disagree.
Yeah.
But it's per person. I think 100% you've got to have fun.
Yeah.
But you can have fun without drinking. And clearly, they value not drinking and having a little less fun
Yeah.
over drinking. Because alcohol's poison, man. You watch your brain.
It's really bad for you. It's
not
really
good.
bad for you.
Like, if you try and go to therapy, they'll tell you, okay, cool, but you can't drink more than like 3 units in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you don't realise what it does. But yeah, it's...
Yeah, no. I remember in like first year of uni, I just drink so much alcohol, and just at the time I just didn't think it was that bad for me, but yeah, I've watched a lot of stuff about it as well, like similar sort of thing, and it's just I just can't believe it's actually this bad for me. I mean, I heard one person say, I don't know if this is true. It seems to me ridiculous, but apparently one beer or one shot of vodka or whatever, same as a cigarette in terms of cancer risk.
That's it.
Yeah, which seems pretty like cigarettes don't seem so bad all of a sudden. But,
yeah, it is.
You know,
It's deadly, man.
But I just think maybe cigarettes are dangerous in other ways that it's not accounting for it.
Yeah, well, I imagine this. I don't know how much sugar is in a pint, but it's probably less, lung cancer and more heart disease.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah, probably. Do you smoke?
I do. Yeah. I've smoked for like 4 years now.
Yeah.
Since I was 17.
Yeah. No, I smoke as well. Do you ever think you'll stop it, or is it just a
I
part of
will
your life now?
eventually, but all my friends smoke, and I know the risks, but I do like smoking. Like you go for a coffee
Yeah.
and a cigarette, it's like, ooh, without that cigarette, it'd be alright, but like.
It's
cigarette
it's
great.
nothing as good as without a cigarette. There was this one guy I knew through a friend my brother actually, he said it's like a cigarette is like a sort of just a choir on top of an orchestra or something.
Yeah, it's a cherry on top.
It's the cherry on top. Yeah.
It improves every situation.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because it's gonna kill you.
But
But it is good.
I mean, if there's one drug I wish was a bit less bad for you, I think cigarettes would be the one.
100%. Yeah.
Just for the aesthetic, if nothing else. I mean, it's just a lovely aesthetic.
It is good, isn't it?
Put aside the whole nice feeling of it and everything. Yeah, it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
It's just a shame, right? I'm sure one day, like either me or somebody close to me is going to get some sort of horrific lung illness.
Yeah.
And then I'll quit. But, it's just a shame that it has to come to that for people to realise that it is that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think you mentioned the social aspects, and that's very huge.
That's true.
But
yeah, the club, if you're not in the smoking area,
yeah,
you can't talk to anyone.
it's not very fun either. That's
no,
the thing,
I hate clubs, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy them.
I think the problem with clubbing is you can only do one thing, which is like listen to the music. There's no.
Dance.
Yeah, if you look at like old films when they go to clubs and stuff, even like just in the 80s and stuff, it just seems so much nicer because there'd be a lot more like sitting down with a drink, talking kind of culture.
Yeah,
like crossing between a pub and a club.
That would sound good.
I think that's the kind of golden medium that we don't have anymore.
Yeah, now you're just shoved in a dark room.
You just shoved in a
and the DJ's like,
dark room.
fucking dance, you cunts.
Yeah.
Right,
and then it's like, I don't know if you've ever been to Factory in town.
I've not.
But like with that, if you want to go to the smoking area, you've got to pay like £2.
You got to pay £2
Yeah.
to go have a smoke? Are
Yeah.
you joking?
Yeah,
I'm never
yeah.
fucking going there, mate.
Ridiculous, mate.
That's absurd.
Ridiculous.
I mean, they probably make loads of money.
Oh
too,
yeah,
but
they must.
That's it.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I know. The first time I heard that, I was just outraged, man. You have to have a special wristband and everything. It's like, yeah,
Absurd.
tough times, mate. Tough times.
Jeez.
But yeah. No, I mean, it's a weird one for me because I've smoked quite a lot like over the past. But I started going gym like quite consistently recently.
Yeah.
And I found I don't know if you find this as well. If you say you're going to gym, but I find it just destroys my nicotine craving. Like,
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because it's just I'm filled with dopamine from the workout.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do you get a similar thing or not really?
Oh really? No, I haven't experienced that
Yeah.
too much. Usually I finish my workout and I'm straight away. I'm like, so you can't like.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh mate, I thought I'd found the hack to stop smoking, but maybe not. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really weird.
That's cool.
It's really weird.
Yeah, hopefully not us.
Yeah. I think it's just the dopamine.
How long have you been going gym?
I've recently started for like, it's been like a month of going like 5 or 6 days a week, which has just destroyed my uni work, to be honest. Like,
yeah, but it's gym.
I slightly think like, in the grand scheme of things, it's much better that I'm in good shape than like some a bit of revision here and there.
I'm sure you'll manage either way.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think.
You'll get by, push on a sick beach club.
That's kind of what I think.
Which gym do you go to?
Just a gym in Fallowfields. It's not a nice gym.
It's not. I need a gym partner, man.
Oh really?
Come on, gym. Yeah, I had a gym partner in Southport. I went with him for like a year. But he's in Southport.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, that'd be nice. Which one? So the J, is that in town?
It's right by. What's it called? You know the theatre with the big Lion King sign.
Oh yeah,
It's like next to that.
Oh sick.
So it's like it's like 20-minute walk that way.
Yeah. Oh nice. Oh, that'd be nice, man.
It's good,
nice.
Yeah.
I think it's good to work out with other people as well, because you learn so much more.
In it, and they push you. It's good.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm too scared to bench without a spotter.
Oh,
because it'd be terrifying. I don't know how embarrassed I'd be if I couldn't get it back up. Because I'd have to just shout like, help me.
Yeah. No, the bench is weird because you do kind of need to push yourself.
Well, it's
anyway.
it's good. It's a good motivator because the fear of death.
Yeah.
Like, I move this way, or I'm gonna crush my neck.
I do often think like my thumbs are just the only thing that's stopping me. If I just let go, I'm just going to die a horrific death. It's really weird.
You see those videos of people fucking on the bench.
Yeah.
And it slips, and their sternum just gets snapped, and you're like, fuck me, that man's dead. It's dangerous. Hobby.
It's a very dangerous hobby.
Once you get, advanced and you're on the heavyweights, that, fucking up, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
It's dangerous hobby.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. I think as it goes, as you get to the more extreme end of it, it's actually a very unhealthy sport.
People don't get to gym for fitness.
In terms of like longevity and stuff, it's actually not.
No.
Because apparently there's something about if you have like loads of muscle, your organs aren't supported in the same way or something weird like that. So.
But I mean, if you're like advanced weightlifter and you have all this power in your legs, for example, and you sprint, you're gonna destroy like what's it called, like the connective tissue and like the ACL, whatever that is. I don't remember the name, but the stuff like this in muscle won't be as strong. And if you sprint with all that power, you're gonna destroy your bones. Just like
Yeah.
I started running recently.
Oh yeah.
Try and get my fitness up a bit. But I just got injured like 3 times.
Oh really?
In 3 months.
What's the injury like?
Well, I got shin splints.
Oh man.
At first.
Fuck shin splints.
They just fucking suck.
Yeah.
I was trying to walk afterwards and I was like, I've got to go at granny's pace. I'm a fast walker usually. And it was like...
Oh, it's the worst, man. It's the worst. And you just want to kind of power on through, but you just can't. Yeah.
And then I tore something in my calf. That sucked. I just recovered from that now. I think I might start running again. It's probably healed. But
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I recommend it. I think the thing with running is you just got to stretch so much. I started stretching legs like as much as I can because then you get for posture as well, like lower back and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just so far off like what's natural for a human.
I've always been proud of my posture.
Yeah, you got a very good posture.
The best compliment I've ever received was from somebody I know. They were like, you know what, Tom? You've always got sick posture. I was like, shut up.
Yeah, you too. What do you think that is? Just
I don't know. I just do.
Yeah.
Saying that, I'm
it's really it really makes a difference. I think good posture.
Yeah. Well, I see all these videos preaching about it, and I'm like, oh, cool, great.
So if you don't work out for fitness, what do you work out for? Or what do people work out for?
They do it so that they can be more confident.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who go, like the gym lad.
Yeah.
They just go so they can go get Nyash, realistically.
Yeah.
But it's super great for confidence building.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
mm-hmm.
I've experienced it. I still am a skinny, small dude.
Yeah.
But like, I've got some nice shape coming on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got the right build where in a couple of years' time, if I keep my going, I'll be like fight club ripped. Because I'm skinny. I have a super fast metabolism, so I'm just like I'm single digits body fat.
Yeah.
So I'm just muscle, and I can just build on that.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky to have the body I do.
Yeah, because it's hard to build an aesthetic body if you're going for aesthetics. If you don't have like.
Well, you don't go. I don't think you go gym for fitness, realistically. Or if you do, you do it on top of a training regimen.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there must be some like.
I mean, there definitely is.
Some stuff that does, but that's good. I mean, when I look at myself, it is kind of. I mean, it makes me feel very relaxed afterwards, which is really good. But I think I can see the confidence is a big thing. Because I mean, you can kind of lie about it, but ultimately, if you have a better, more powerful body, you're just gonna feel so much better.
You're just gonna be more comfortable in any situation.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
It's very powerful.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
And it's sick how anybody can have it if they want.
Yeah.
They just have to work really hard for it. Yeah, it's cool.
And it's a good sign that you're just disciplined as well.
Yeah, I always have so much respect for people when I see them ripped. I'm like, it's impressive.
Yeah.
It's like, well done. It's impressive. Yeah. It's cool. Do you reckon you'll ever get on steroids when you're older?
I mean, it's weird. I don't necessarily think steroids are a bad thing.
I don't think, no.
I mean, if you look at it, it's all quite unnatural anyway. And I think there's definitely a place for just being completely natural. But if you really want to just get the human body as ripped as it possibly can be, it's like...
You may as well.
You may as well, but obviously you have to be transparent about it. I can't see myself doing it. I just think it wouldn't fit into my life.
No.
What about you?
I don't think I will.
Yeah.
I considered it for a bit, but I was like, see, if I didn't, I'd wait till I was like, I'd reached my natural physical limit.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, okay, well, I want to go further. If I ever get to that point, I might.
Yeah.
But I can't see me doing it.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's absolutely okay to do steroids. It's personal choice. Although I have less respect for people who are like our age and they just start gym and they're like, okay, well, I don't want to wait all that time.
Yeah.
I just want it now, so they do steroids. That's stupid. If you do that, you're a bastard. What?
Yeah.
See?
How long do you think it takes to transform?
Like naturally,
yeah.
I think it takes a fucking long time. Upwards of 5 years.
Yeah.
Probably. If you're doing it properly, you've got the discipline to do it like all perfect every day. Probably only a couple of years. But for the average person who's gonna fuck up and not go plenty of time, it takes ages.
Yeah. It's a matter of years you've been.
Hell yeah. Well, I've been going for a year.
Yeah.
And I look a lot better, but I'm nowhere near some of these guys I see. So, it takes ages.
That's been my my realization with it is it's just very long.
It takes a very long time. Yeah.
And I think there's a danger to be just completely atheistical about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you kind of exhaust your muscles, and it feels like they're just going to grow and like be sort of
you're huge. You're
something huge, yeah. But like, for fuck's sake, I'm lifting like
It's hard, Jim, because it takes loads of effort every day.
Yeah.
That seems completely useless. And you've got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because in a month's time, those workouts will actually show and you'll be like, oh. So
Yeah.
you've got to keep doing it, even though it seems like you're going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's hard.
What do you think about people like the Liver King, who's like obviously been exposed recently for taking steroids?
I mean, obviously, it's a very nasty thing to do.
Yeah.
To trick people into thinking they can attain your body if they just pay you.
Yeah.
No, it's evil. It's It's horrible. You can't do that. It's lying. It's just straight up fraud, essentially.
Yeah.
No, he's a bastard. But I mean, it's not like it was a secret he was on steroids.
Sorry?
It's not like it was a secret he was on steroids. Everyone looked at him, but they were like,
no.
well, you're obviously...
Yeah.
I think Joe Rogan said, he's got an awesome on steroids.
Yeah.
He did, and he does. Yeah, no, but that's really prominent in the fitness community. You have all these people who are ripped and are saying, oh, you can look just like me if you just buy my supplement. It's not nice, it's bad.
Yeah, I think that's the big problem with it is the lying aspects.
Big play in the fitness community.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because it is quite a risk to do steroids, and
yeah, definitely is.
it's kind of trivialised when people aren't open about it, and you create a precedent where it's like, oh, you have to do it if you're going to succeed in fitness.
Yeah. I mean, for these people, for Liver King, I've seen the More Plates, More Dates video on it.
I haven't actually, no. I watched, I listened to a podcast where he was talking about it, but I haven't actually watched the video, no.
But for him, in his email, talking to somebody about steroid usage, he's literally saying, like, I'm going to do a big social media push for my business.
Yeah.
I need these steroids. It's a business choice for these
Yeah.
people. People, they start doing steroids just so they can start selling something with their body. It's almost a financial choice for them, which is super, super weird.
Yeah. Do you think there's like some good in like his sort of excuse that, well, in his apology he says it was a way of furthering his message?
I do think he has positive aspects in his message.
Yeah.
It's a big problem these days with people just being sad out their ass because they have no goals in life.
Yeah.
And the thing he pushes, aside from steroid usage, he says, go gym.
Yeah.
Don't, just sit on your ass all day, use on your phone, ignore all that shit, live a fulfilled life. That is definitely a positive message.
Yeah.
And I think he will have had a positive effect on plenty of people through that, which is great. Same with a lot of people who are toxic, like, they have a positive effect on other people.
That's what I slightly think. It's what I can slightly forgive is I think we do live in a time where everyone's very lazy, and that's just horrible. I mean,
in the age of distraction.
Yeah, age of distraction. Yeah.
There'll be some, 13-year-olds who watch that and they'll be like, that'll change their life.
Yeah.
And they'll be happier for it. So he's done a great job there.
Yeah.
But there's also loads of people who really tricked.
Yeah.
And he's devastated after it's come out that he's on steroids. So it's just.
I wonder what the proportions are. Like, how many fans of Liver King are surprised that he's on steroids? And,
don't know.